So I've been told that their plan is to embrace their disgrace. Again, let me remind you that these people have forsaken their offspring more than anyone ever has in history, and definitively. They are checkmated. All their mates are people who are outside the divine order, who aren't smart enough to insist on the most obvious lesson in American history, choosing freedom, moral precision, justice, prudence, integrity, etc. over conformity, right? Saying give them those things or give them death. They could not do it. These are the daughters of complete cowards and fools. These are the people who are the most despised by God and their offspring. Very foolish. They say things like the word bless means be less. They think if they can get the most righteous person that ever lived to play along with their stupid fucking game, that somehow their lives are worth living or important. Dumber than fucking shit. That's what they get from Jacob and Esau. That's their side of the debate. My argument is very simple. Moral precision. You can't cheat the righteous out of having suitable helpers and offspring on the planet and have your offspring be legitimate. They're hated by God. And you people from your own agnostic point of view, it's something to that effect, agnostic, Luciferian, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because no one's dumb enough to actually be an atheist. They know there's a possibility there's a God from their perspective at least. And obviously I know for sure. Okay? From their own agnostic point of view, what they're doing is like throwing their offspring off a cliff and hoping that, and without, to the extreme, without any logical reason, and hoping that it's not steep enough to cause them harm. In this case, the lake of fire as the bottom. Okay? It's fucking dumb. They think they can confound my speech and edit my pictures that somehow it makes their life worth living. Okay? If I was their children, I would punish them severely. If I was their children and I rose to power, I'd take their decrepit old asses, put them on flogging posts, and I'd flog them until they died. Because there's no excuse for what they've done to their offspring, their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, etc. How can anyone be so stupid as to persecute the most righteous guy that ever lived, trying to make the military and police and social clubs and rich people and the LGBT and whites and Jews, etc., and token minorities, trying to make them seem like trying to make them look good or whatever the fuck they were thinking, when it's impossible to make those groups look good. They are neo-colonialist, bootlicking shells. And everyone outside the divine order is. Even thugs, they're just thugs responding as greasy goons to a neo-colonialist rape cult system, rape by deception, rape by organized psychological coercion, psychological misdirection type of trash. So the main question that will never be answered in any of my videos, only God knows the answer, is how can anyone be so fucking stupid as to lead in such a despicable way as they have? God commands them, again, for the umpteenth time. And every time I do it, it condemns them and their offspring more, whether this video gets seen or not. Okay, God commands them to stop everything they're doing, to compensate me and give me my rightful place as the leader of the entire world. And obviously, these people are nerds and goons who can't think outside the little psychological box that they're in. Who would do such a thing? And that's part of why their offspring are doomed. That part of them is fucking despicable.